Good morning. Day 12. Day 12. Wanted to show you today, we've got a Friday workout. Let's look at it. This one's a little bit different. If you can see it here, it'll come into focus. We're going to do a lot of rowing today and a lot of circuit where we're not doing specific sets and reps, but as fast as you can or as many reps as you can. So we're kind of incorporating a little bit of CrossFit today as far as the amount of time we're spending on each exercise. Again, you can see we're going to do some plate holds as well, and we're going to end with some just body weight movements. I'm excited. Let's go. Just a few more days. Okay, so you see we are not at the gym today. I totally forgot that today is supposed to be a rest day. I went to the gym and it dawned on me right after I got out of the truck, thinking about how many days before the race we are, I'm supposed to be relaxing. So got back in the truck, got back home and thought, well, how do I feel this day? And one of the days that I wanted to take you through was more kind of a race day prep. And so since we are about, I guess today is more about trying to keep all of the muscles relaxed and stretched out and everything in good working order, let's say. Excuse me. I wanted to take you through some of my favorite things that I've been using through this prep and what I will be using up until throughout race day. So the first thing I want to start with, and we'll just kind of knock it out. I don't want to spend a half an hour or anything on this, but the first thing that is an everyday staple that I have 3 sizes of are our foam roller. The foam roller, this is the largest one. This is the one that I keep in my room here. I also have a travel one that's about, I have one that's about half the size they call a travel. That's not really a travel. And I have one that's like 6-8 inches long. That is a travel one. This goes with me everywhere. One of the foam rollers do. And I use this every morning and I use this every evening. Morning, always before working out. Evening will just depend on when I feel like I need to. $10 on Amazon. This has been an amazing game changer. You will see, you can see this one is pretty new because you will see them wear away, whether it is wherever the pressure is put, if you're using it one side more than the other, or even in the middle, or the foam will actually wear down and break apart. So I just replaced them for $10. It is a perfect little warm up and cool down tool. Next, I've talked about the Meteor before. I'm going to just mention it quickly again. Anytime anything is sore, you turn this on. I don't know if you can see it's blue. We have vibration, right? 3 speeds. Okay, it is green, which means the battery's fully charged. 4 speeds. I didn't know it had 4 speeds. It also has a heating element in it, and the heating element will get extremely hot. I accidentally used this on a sore calf muscle that I had, stupidly put this on the heating, vibrate, used an ACE bandage, wrapped it as tight as I could around my leg, and I am now getting a scar because this bad boy burnt me. It was a 1st-degree burn, almost a 2nd-degree burn. It did blister just small in the center, so I guess that's technically a 2nd-degree burn, but it is going to scar now. So this is serious. This is a class medical device that has been cleared by the FDA, so it does get extremely hot. But I love this thing. I use this thing anywhere on the body where something might be hurting. Whether you have to wedge it in the couch to use it on your lower back, or I have to lay on one side if it's going to be on the old injury on the hip, whatever it is, this is great. This used to be, I haven't checked prices, so I apologize, but the teal one was a little bit cheaper than the other colors available at the time. I want to say is a little over $100. Yes, that is expensive, but yes, it is absolutely 100% worth it. As someone who works out 7 days
a week for just general muscle soreness. Okay, onward. Where do we go to next? Let me do a supplement real quick. This, let me put it in the center here. This is a company called Roman. Roman makes a testosterone support. This is not made with anything illegal. This has, I think, 4 ingredients in it. I'm not sure if it's going to tell me on here. It's not. They very nicely send you a 90-day supply, and this I want you to hear it, this very nice ceramic pot with a lid. This has ashwagandha, this has zinc, this has copper, because I think it's the zinc can pull the copper out of the bloodstream. And maca root powder. And this one, I guess we can call it performance enhancing, but this one is great for me. I love this one. I use this one every single day. It is 2 tabs in the morning, 2 tabs at night. I can't say enough good things about this. Don't want to take anything illegal, but I want to maintain healthy testosterone level. This is created by physicians. This has clinical studies backed by it. This is also free and clear, what's it called, of the performance banned substances or whatever that committee is. This is great. This is worth it. This is $32, I think $32 a month is what this costs. Great. Onward. I found, since we were trying to do the majority of all of our training and our nutrition as carnivore as possible, outside of a few here and there's on very long runs, I wanted to get a fat burner, and there's plenty on the market. The market is flooded with fat burners. This one, though, has been really great. I have been a typical carnitine guy. You can find cheaper carnitine products on Amazon or other sports nutrition stores, but this company, ATH, if you've watched our videos, I had a horrible experience with their customer service and their protein powder. However, this product they recommended that I purchase and have tried and really enjoy this. This is 3 capsules a day, and we have B6 and B12. We have green tea leaf extract, which a lot of your fat burners do. We have caffeine, cayenne pepper extract, grains of paradise seed, and green coffee bean extract. And for whatever reason, this helps kind of tamp down my hunger throughout the day, hopefully because it's running those carnitine shuttles, which are your fat burning shuttles and your biochemical processes. But converting fat to energy, I'm not using it to run long runs on. However, in the interim, okay, on the off periods, after I finish working out, this helps not be so hungry throughout the day. All right, KT tape, I told you I am always stocked with at least 1 roll of KT tape, because you never know as you run when you will need it. This one is this is a different type. This is the KT tape Pro. This is the Pro version. Pick this up at Walmart. This is $15. You can get the original KT tape. They've given you a comparison on this side of the box for $12. I think it's 10 or 12. It used to be 10, and unfortunately, like everything else, the prices went up. So I think it's 12 now for the original. However, if you look at the Pro has synthetic material in it. The Pro has 4 to 7 days of wear compared to 1 to 3 days with the original. And the Pro is water resistant. So you can get in and out of the shower with this. I haven't tried it in a pool, so I don't know if it's as good, but you can get in and out of the shower. I can attest to that. So that's why I use the Pro. Also, being a heavy sweater, this one does stay on the skin. The original, it's kind of hit or miss with me, especially around the edges. So love the KT tape. Always use it, again, at the slightest pull that I have on any muscle group. All I do, because I'm not a physical therapist, I'm not sports medicine, I will YouTube calf strain KT tape, and the KT tape has a channel, that company, and they will take you through. There will be a PT there showing you how many strips you need, if you need to cut it, and where you need to put them. It's great. It's like a 2-minute video. Perfect. I need this for myself as a person who has had chronic allergies and asthma throughout my life. So I always keep an inhaler with me, not because I have constant struggles with smothering and not because I have regular asthma attacks, but because it opens up my lungs. It helps, especially during times of heat. This one is salbutamol. There is an albuterol inhaler. There's many different brands. This one is just a generic one that I have a prescription for, and this one has 200 doses. Typically, I only have to take one. I will take one in the morning if I'm running outside. However, there are periods of time when it does get into the hotter months that I will have to have 2 puffs a day with this one. So I'll play this one by ear. But again, it's a staple for me when I'm training. This guy is as well. Now, you can see this is the Equate brand. This is naproxen. This is your Aleve. I will start a loading dose, okay, with this medication. If we're racing on Sunday, I will start Thursday night, Friday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday night, Sunday walking to the start line. Okay, I want 3 full days of a loading dose here. Okay, so if I look at this, we've got the 220 milligram, that's your standard over the counter. All right, now if we go underneath here for your suggestions, we're only talking about a few pills a day. So I like to spread it out. I try my best to not use it at any other period of time unless I absolutely have to, if I'm so sore or I feel like I'm so hurt with lower back pain. Because using this for me and loading for 3 days takes every bit of pain away for me when I get to that start line, especially because I have a new dose in the belly at that point in time, and I will be sipping on the pre-workout, so it's not just going to set in my belly and make you nauseous. So again, I only do this right before a race. I like to load with 3 days, and I can kind of go as hard as I want to go. No back pain, no foot pain, no ankle pain. Training has a lot to do with it, but this guy helps, only used leading up to the race. All right. I cannot tell you ibuprofen does not work for me. It may if you try it for you. I cannot tell you if Tylenol works. Tylenol does not work for me. All of those are different mechanisms if you look at it. Again, going into your biochemistry. But for whatever reason, naproxen works for my body if we're talking about general pain. What else? What are we going to be wearing? That's what's left here. What we're going to be wearing. You guys saw, if you watched yesterday, I picked up this awesome hat. I will be running in this on race day. And again, I know we didn't go into too much detail, but I have 2 sprints hats. Julie has 2 or 3 sprint hats. We love sprint hats for any outdoor activity. So I like that they made a structured trucker hat to run in, same type of material. So we're going to give this a go. It also has something to actually absorb the sweat. I have an issue with it running all down in the face. So I'll be wearing this on race day. These shoes have been great for me. We're probably close to 100 miles in these. Again, these are the Brooks, the Hyperion Max. This is the 2024 model, I think. I don't think I'm saying that incorrectly. I think this is considered the 2024 model. This is the newest model. This has been a great shoe for me, and I'm looking at the sole of this, and there is no wear on it at all. And usually you would start to see wear at about 100 miles. So great. Hated the sock liner. You guys know that if you watched it. Have those sock liners that we ordered off of Amazon. Those were $10. If you try a pair, I can't tell you that all the sock liners from Brooks are going to do this, but this one did for me. So we traded them out. Now it works perfectly. They don't slide at all. They do not. I'll tell you another thing that I really hate with running shoes. Some of these shoes will come untied. They have not come untied yet. I've been hit or miss with Brooks in regards to that. These have been perfect They are flat shoestring. Brooks used to use an oval shoestring, and so we would be, again, kind of risking whether or not they would come untied, but they're textured and flat. They have not done it yet. I've switched out laces before because they did. These guys have been great. So far, that's what we're running in on race day, as well as these bad boys. We absolutely, this is another, hey, you see you guys there? We love Gooders. I will be wearing these on race day. Specifically, these are Falcor's Fever Dream. Falcor's Fever Dream. So they're polarized. They are slip resistant. If you had them in front of you, they are textured, and they're $25. They, I will tell you, the polarization, whatever they use to coat those, aren't going to last you 5 years, maybe not 3 years. Probably 2 years, even though if you have heavy wear, it might be a little bit less than that. If you get into the ocean, they're going to be less than that, I promise you. But for the $25 price tag, they are absolutely excellent. Funny enough, I found these guys years ago, 2015 maybe, when they were a Kickstarter campaign company trying to raise money, because all the other run glasses that were out there, mainly Nike and Oakley, were super expensive and several $100s, and I didn't want to pay that. So to have them look like Ray-Bans, but to be slip resistant and to be polarized, I gave them money. They sent 3 pairs, and I have just continued to purchase pairs ever since then. We also love the names. I think the best part about the glasses are the names that they come up with. I bought these yesterday, if you watched yesterday's video, and have had them on all day. So these are going to be the socks that I'm wearing. Belega, I have been I won't say lifelong, but since I have been running regularly, Belega has been my go-to. And these, I've never had a pair of these, are the Hidden, is it Hidden Dry? Well, yeah, Hidden Dry. So these are a no-show sock, very thin, you can see that. I'll take the second pair that we bought yesterday and use them to work out tomorrow, and can report back during the day for that. But awesome sock. I think an awesome brand, and that's what we're going to be using. Very basic, but wanted to throw that in. The Ultra Watch, we talked about the Ultra Watch. I love the Ultra Watch. There's my Snoopy on the Ultra Watch. We will be using that. I'm going to show you, I remember, tomorrow maybe, we're going to go through loading a playlist on here to let you see. That's another weird thing. I have a lot of weird habits. Leading up to a race, I will stop listening to music altogether because I would rather build a playlist and get excited and pumped up on race day and hopefully perform better. Loading a playlist and listening to the playlist for the first time in several days on race morning or after the start line. So we'll load that, use that, our outfit, and then because we're getting toward 20 minutes, and again, I don't want to bore you too long, I picked it. These guys, I love this brand. This is a new brand I've only been used to for about a year. This is how you will recognize them, because every short that they make, or really every apparel, will have this track on the somewhere on the apparel, and it will also have, let's see if they're a bunny rabbit. Okay, this is Tracksmith. I love Tracksmith as a company. I say I love. Unfortunately, I only have 2 pairs of shorts because they are on the higher end. However, if you can catch them around Christmas, or right now even, they are offering $15 off any order. These are their 5-inch session shorts. This is their overall, I would say, work work dog short. They're good for anything. I've worn them casually. I have worn them to do weight workouts, HIIT workouts. I've worn them to run in. They do have a brief liner in them, and they are extremely comfortable. The liner usually can be hit or miss, but it is a very good material as a liner. They also have an inner pocket. right on the back of the waist, as well as, I think it's only one inner pocket, but let me make sure I'm telling you. Yeah, one inner pocket, and then they also have a hidden zipper pocket. Both right at the lower back on your waist. So, wearing those, last but not least, this is just a tank that I have had, again, for several months. Not a big deal. Sweat wicking tank. This is Built, B-Y-L-T, B-Y-L-T. You can get these for about $23 on their website. The Session Short is going to be retailed at $70, but getting them with the $15 off makes it a better deal, because they are at least, if not in excess to Lululemon quality, quite honestly. And with that bunny rabbit being sewn on, I thought that was going to be something that might wear in the wash, and it doesn't. So the Built, just a basic tank with sweat wicking material. You might be able to see the texture, yeah, in the light there. So this one, what I like about a tank, what I seek out about a tank, is that it just doesn't become a dress on me as I sweat, because I have told you that I sweat so terribly much. And this holds its shape extremely well. So I thought for race day, I think this is what we're going to wear. We've ran in it for months. We've worked at it in months, with it for months. And I like to be comfortable in what I'm in when I'm running. So that's it. We're at 21 minutes. That is race day prep. That's what we're going to be wearing, what we're going to be doing. I will update you as we go through the next couple of days. Headed to Tampa on Saturday for our race on Sunday. I think start time's like 6 o'clock. Just got given the bib today, so I'll show you that a little bit later in the video. Again, as always, thanks for showing up. Let's see what we end up eating today. Good afternoon, guys. It is 12:30 and we're just now breaking our fast. But remember, this was a rest day, so the appetite hasn't quite hit yet. But we've got 1 scoop of our protein powder and 1 container of our Optimum Nutrition, and that's where we're going to start our meal today. All right, so we just got our email from Gasparilla for our pre-race, and we are ready.
This is Thursday, by the way.
Yes. I took 2 bites, I forgot. Hey guys, you just saw our footage from Texas Roadhouse. We actually live right across the road from a Texas Roadhouse. And for some reason, a few days before the race, since I've been racing, before being carnivore, I always had red meat. I like to stimulate some red blood cell production. So I had a 16-ounce sirloin, medium. And Julie very geniusly found a way to make the sides work for us, carnivore wise. So she basically says, I want a loaded baked potato without the potato. So we have the sour cream, the butter, the cheese, and the bacon. So that's what you saw as a side. And then I also did ask for some of their blue cheese dressing to dip my steak in. It was a great meal. On the board, I think, is what the macros are going to be, at least what the Texas Roadhouse website tells me it is. So that was meal number 2. That was also our main meal of the day. Stopping in one more time, 6:54. So having our kombucha now a little bit later in the evening. Closing out the food window, but we had dinner a little bit later in the evening than what we're typically used to. Nutrition's on the board. Not a whole lot of food today. Really just a protein shake and our main meal. But we hit the calorie goal, we hit the protein goal, so that's going to do it tonight. I'll be up again tomorrow morning with a light workout. Have a good night, and I'll see you then.